So hello everyone, welcome to our next class. Our current topic is today's topic is arithmetic circuit. So we are going to make a arithmetic circuit which will be performing the the arithmetic circuit. So this will perform seven functions in it. So we are having seven different operations which it will be performing. So first of all add, we have add with carry, we have subtract with borrow. After that, we have transfer A operation. Now, what does this mean? We will cover this up while we are doing the circuit. So we will cover this in the circuit when we are doing that. So we will cover this transfer A operation at that time. Then we have increment and we have decrement. So these are seven operations which we are going to perform with the help of arithmetic circuit. So let us just start with the arithmetic circuit. As you can see, first of all, we need to have a truth table for this. So you can see the truth table in your slide as well. So how to make this truth table? We have one S1, we have S0, then we have Cn. So Cn your carry, whereas S0 and S1 are related to your inputs. So Cin is simply a carry. So 0, as we prepared the circuit for full adder, so we are going to follow the same process here. So there are total 8 operations. So there will be some of the operations which are going to be repetitive. So the transfer A operation is repetitive. So we will be having total 7 operations out of 8 different combinations. So there will be total 7 operations in this. 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. Now, one another field in this is y. As you remember, whenever we are going to perform addition or we are going to perform the subtraction, whatsoever we are going to perform, the only change which happens is with b. So b changes its form. It means that b might become b dash, and if we want to add some value with b, that will be also added with this value. We are not going to touch the value of a, so a will remain as it is, whereas the value of b is going to get changed. So in this case, what we are going to do, y will remain b. We can write this later on as well, so it is not required that you should mention it first. So then after this we have our output. Now for making this output, we will need to have a circuit with us. So if it is d is equal to the output, then in this case it is simply a plus b. Then if this is the case, it is d is equal to a plus b plus 1, because 1 is the carry value. A plus b will remain same. Why? Because we are having a full adder in it. So a plus b plus 1, because we are having a carry. Then in the case of second one, like 0 0, we have a separate input. For 0 1, we are having a separate input. So in this case, it is d is equal to a plus b bar. Then here the carry is 1, so it will become d is equal to a plus b bar plus 1. Then if both the values are 0, this is 1 0. For 1 0, we are having d is equal to a. This is transfer A operation. Then if it is S1 and 0 and Cn is 1, we are going to get a increment function. Then for D is equal to A minus 1, it will be your decrement operation. So we are having different outputs which we are going to use. Now how these all outputs are going to get changed, why you are getting these inputs, why this table is like this. So we will do all that stuff while we are making the circuit. You will be able to understand why it is written as y is having a input of b dash, why it is like this. So you will get to understand all this once you are done with the circuit. So according to the circuit, these two things are going to change. Your operations are going to change according to the circuit. So as you have a different circuit, so these values will change, the operations will change as well. So for this is known as a add operation. This is add with carry. Why I'm making this is just to let you know what are the values, because there are some of the values which are missing in your uh, slide. So I'm just making those values clear at this place. This is subtract with borrow. This is simple subtract. Then this is the operation of transfer A. Then this is increment. This is decrement. And last one is again a transfer of A. So you can check here, these two values are same. So total we are having 8 such values, out of which there are 7 different operations, but 2 operations are repeating itself. So that are transfer of A. So we will discuss it, how this is created, how this circuit is going to work. So we will do it in the while we are making this circuit. So now let us start with by making this circuit. So I was just clearing what are the different operations which we have in this slide. So we are going to make the circuit now. So first of all, what we require in the circuit is we need to have full adders. So how many full adders are required? If we are having 4 values with us, we are having 4 full adders which we need. So in this case, we will be having 4 full adders. First one is here. We are able to see all of them. This is the third one. Then we are having a fourth full adder. Now, after using this full adder, we are going to have a output of that full adder. So we are using this as a output. Then, if you remember, in a full adder, we have 3 inputs. First one is your carry, A value. Then we have value B. Then we have a value C. The C value is also known as carry input. That is known as Cin. So we can use that value like this. This is a Cin value. So the same whatsoever value is here as Cin, it will be given as a Cin to the next value as well. So we will be having this value as Cin. As if you remember, in the normal circuit, our Cin value was moving forward from one full adder to other full adder. So we are doing the same work here. Then, as I said you that whenever we are going to perform any operation, the only operation which is going to happen, or any change which we are going to do with any value, is with B. We are not going to touch the value of A. So A will be remain same in all the cases. So that is why we can directly connect the value of A here. So we have connected the value of A. So this is known as A naught, A1, A2, then A3. Now, as we have done everything with A, so now our values can directly enter to this circuit by using A, and we are having one value which we have constructed, that is C in. Now the problem is with the circuit of B, because B is having separate values for it. So B, sometime we need B, because if we want to perform the addition operation A plus B, then we will need B as B. If we want to perform A minus B, then B will be changed to B dash. So we require B dash as well. If we want to perform transfer of A, now what is the transfer of A? I will just tell you that now. Assume that I have given a value 0 at A. If I get the same value which I given at this place in the output, then it is known as a transfer of A operation. Means whatsoever I have given in the input of A, I am getting the same value at the output. So that is a transfer of A operation. After this, now let us move to the next part. So that is how we are going to make the value of B as B or B dash or 0 or 1. So there are four values which we have. If you can check it in the slide as well, so you can see that there are different inputs of Y. So it is B, it is B dash, it is 0, it is 1. So we need four values of B in this case. So at one time, out of these four, we need only a single value of B. So we are going to use a multiplexer for it. First, second multiplexer, third multiplexer, and we are having a fourth multiplexer at this place. And there will be a single output from here. So this is a 4:1 mux. So one output, how many inputs we have? Definitely four inputs, because of 4:1 multiplexer has four inputs and two selection lines as well. So we will currently not talk about those selection lines. Let me just show you this thing. After that, I will tell you what is how to use those selection lines. So first of all, we have four values here. For every multiplexer, we are going to have four values. For this multiplexer as well, we will have four values. Now, about selection lines, we will have two selection lines for each one of them. So I'm just without making it ineligible to see, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to mark them currently. I will just leave them. But those selection lines will become your S1 and S0, which you can see in your slide. We are having S0 and S1. They will become your S0 and S1. So I will currently not mark them so that you are able to understand the circuit first, and then we will talk about the next. Now, after connecting the value of A naught, now the turn is of B naught. So this is B naught. If it is B naught, now this is when we are going to perform the function of A plus B. So we will need directly the value of B. So this will be B1, this will be B2, this will be B3. So B naught, B1, B2 and B3 are directly connected. So by connecting them directly, what we are will be able to perform, there are two operations which we can perform by simply connecting b values. First one is a plus b, because a is already there, b we can use directly, and we can also perform a plus b plus 1. Now why we can perform this? Because it is dependent upon the value of cn. If we make this carry value is equal to 1, then it will simply perform the add plus add with add with carry, so it will perform that task. Now let us move to the next part. If we want to perform the subtraction, then our operation which we have is a plus b bar, and we also have another operation which is a plus b bar plus 1. So to make it a plus b bar, we need to connect the value of b bar with the second input, because at 0 1 we are going to perform the value of b dash. If you see the circuit properly in your slide, you can see at 0 0, when the selection line is 0 0, the first input gets in. So what is the first input? It is b naught. So directly it is b naught, b1, b, or simply you can say b value. This is the value b. It will directly go to this place and it will be forwarded to the full adder. So what your full adder will do? It will add up the value of c naught, a naught, and b naught. So it will simply add these three values and give the result. So if we want to perform the next operation, that is subtract with the borrow. So what it will do? We will need to have a plus b bar. So a plus b bar. So this will be a, if we want to perform the b bar value of b naught, so we need to connect a NOT gate with it. Then our value of b will be converted to b dash. So simply connect the NOT gates. Okay. Now after this, once we have connected these three lines, so let me just show you the table. Just draw it here. That if selection lines are S1 and S0 and we have a value of Cn. So in the first case, both are 0 and Cn is 0. So we will discuss about this thing, how it is going to work. Just let me complete the complete circuit, and then I will tell you what do we need. So in the third case, which is transfer of A. Now just imagine that we are having a value 0 at this place. Like I want to add three values. I have two values like this. One, I want that the Cin value is 0, means carry is not there. So Cin is 0. The value of A is 1 and the value of B is 0. What will be the output? It will be 1. Now why this output is 1? Because we are going to get the same output whichsoever we have given as a input at A. So in this case, if my value of Cn is 0, value of B is 0, what value I will get as a output whatsoever I will provide at A. If I give the value 0 at A, my answer will be 0. If I give the value of 1 at A, my answer will be 1. So simply what operation is it? Whatsoever value I will give at A, I will get the same value at the output. So it is a transfer of A operation. It is transfer of A. So what values do we require for that? The B value should be 0. So that is the must condition for us. So how to make it 0? Simply put up a NOT gate at this place. Assume that this is 1, then this is 0. If we assume this is 1, then this is 0. So simply connect this 0 with all the inputs at this place. So now these are connected with all the zeros, and if we have connected with it with 0, so what will happen? If I give a value 0 at this place, If the value of Cn is 1 and if we provide a value 0 at this place, this will become 1. Okay, if we give a value 1 at this place, it will become 0. So if it is high, then this value is 0. So we can change these values as per our requirement. If we want to connect, like if we want that this value is 1 and then it should perform the task of transfer A, then what we are going to do is we will simply change these values. So these values are not fixed. This can be 0, and if it is 0 you can make it 1. If it is 1 you can also make it 0, but it will decide when which operation is going to get performed. Okay, so in your slide, if you check, we have connected it with 0, so this will become 1. So 1 is connected with the third line and 0 is connected with the second line. So you can check it that according to your requirement they have not connected it like this. Instead of that, they have connected it in the other way. So I will connect this here, put a NOT gate here. Now connect them all. So here, if this value is 0, so all are going to get the value of 0. If we want the value of B as 1, then we can connect this value here, 1 1 1. If I do it in the other way, like if I don't connect it here, if I connect it in this way, like as we did earlier, like this is 0, this will become 1. Only these two operations are going to change. The value of decrement will not be performed at this place, and transfer A will not happen at this place, it will happen at this place. So it will only change the two functions, nothing else is going to happen, but your table which you are going to create will be changing. So let us keep it same as we were having in your slide as well. So let us make it 0. So this will become 1. So 1 will be connected here and 0 is connected at this place. Now at this time this is acting as B. Now let us talk to the selection lines which we were having. So we will just complete the circuit now. This circuit is little bit complex, I am aware about that. So please, if you have any problem in between, so let me know. This is the value of S naught. Similarly, we can have a value of S1 as well. If you want to write it as S1, it is up to you how you want to write. It is just to show you how the lines are connecting. S0, S1 and Cin. So this is your entire circuit. Now how this entire circuit is going to function, let us discuss about that as well. See, I will just take an example of a single circuit. This is the entire circuit. So instead of telling you about the complete circuit, I will just pick up one of this circuit, like this value or any one of them, and I will try to explain you how this is going to work. So let me just rub this part. So this was the complete circuit, how you create this circuit, how you make this circuit. Now let us move to the explanation of each part, that how this operation is going to get performed. So let me just recreate the circuit. So we are having one full ladder. We are having a multiplexer here, and this multiplexer is going to have four input values, one output value. This full ladder, so, is having a value of Cn. It will also have a value of A naught. There are two selection lines. This is known as S naught. This is S1. So we will just make it like this: S naught and S1. So this is S naught. This is S1. So this is Cin. This is the output, and at this place we are having a value of B naught. Okay. Now let us discuss how it is going to perform all these functions which we have just created in the truth table. So we are having S1, S naught, Cn, sorry, wrong place, S naught, S1, Cn. This is the input. Then we have a function, okay, or you can also write it as output, and this is the micro operation which it is going to perform. So in this case, let us first of all let us start from the S0 and S1 value. Assume that both the S1 and S0 are 0. The value of Cin is 0 for the first time. Now what will happen if both the values of S0 and S1 and Cin are 0? So it will be simply the input which is going to get forwarded. So at this place, what input, from where we are going to get that input? It is from the first value. So what it will be forwarding? It will be forwarding the value of B. So what full adder will perform? Full adder will simply add the values, because its only function which it knows is addition, because we are using a full adder. So its task is simply add all the values whichever it is going to get. So it will simply add the value. This is, if this is the output D, it will be equivalent to A plus value of B plus the value of C. So C value is 0 because it is simply the carry value. So carry value is 0 because at this place we have given as value 0. So it will simply perform A plus B operation. So this is A plus B. And what we call it, this A plus B is known as add operation or add micro operation. Now let us move to the next value, because now we are having a value of Cn. So these two selection lines will remain 0 0. But if the Cin value changes, now Cin value is the carry value, input will still remain B. Why? Because 0 0, these two values are 0, so it is going to select it from this place only, and this value is B only. So the value of D, if I don't write D, just write it by yourself. So it will be A plus, because A is here plus B plus Cn. So it will be A plus B plus 1, because 1 is now in Cn. We have a carry from the outside. So that is now add with carry, because Cn is for carry. So that is why this operation is now becoming add with carry. Now next, if the value of S0 and S1 changes, now S0 and S1 is becoming 0 1. The value of Cn is 0. So if we connect NOT gate with this place, so it will become, if earlier we were shifting the value of B directly, now it will be B dash. So the input is now becoming B dash. So this value of input is something which we choose that what we have to give as an input. If we give B dash at this place, so then this operation will become A minus B, A minus B bar. So then this will be A minus B bar plus 1. Only the operations are going to change. It is not incorrect. The thing is your truth table will change. Only that is the difference. So input Cin, S1 and S0. These are the values which we give to it. That whatsoever input we have given at this place, we just write that input. So it is 0, 1, 0 and B dash. Now this will add the value. So what it will do? A plus B bar. Because Cn is 0, so it will simply perform A plus B bar. So it is known as subtract with borrow, because we need to get a value from the other side. So that is why it is known as subtract with borrow. After this, the next operation which we have, selection lines are going to remain same. Now the Cn value will change its value from 0 to 1. And the input will still remain same because both the lines are 0, 1 as it was in the previous case. So now this will be A plus, full adder will simply perform the addition A plus B bar plus 1. So A plus B bar plus 1. So I think you are aware about it. It is a subtract operation. Now after this, two values or four operations are completed. Let us move to the next operation. Now next operation is for 1 0. First of all, we are going to give the value 0. Now it is up to us whether we want to give a value 0 here or we want to give a value 1 here. If we give a value 0 here, the operations will be different. If we give a value 1 here, the operations will be different. So for the sake of simplicity, whatsoever we have used in your normal previous, you can say, slide, so we are going to use that value only. So and in your slide we give a value 0 here. So we are just assuming that the value which we give at B is now 0. So at this place the input which I am giving is 0. So what operation will be performed? It is A, because from here we will get the value of A. From here we will get the value of B as 0. And from here we are going to get the value of B as 0 as well. So what is it? It is simply a value of A. It is simply the value of A only, because A plus 0 is nothing. It is simply A. So that is why this is known as a transfer of A, which means whatsoever value we will give at this place will be forwarded to the output. That is why this is known as transfer of A operation. Now after this, the next operation 1 0. Now this is 1 and this value is again 0, but the carry value is 1. Now what it is going to perform? A plus 0 plus 1. So what does it mean? A plus 0 plus 1 is simply A plus 1. A plus 1. So what does it mean if I am having a value of A as 001 plus 1 into it? So it is simply increment of value A. So we are going to perform the increment of value A in this case. So this operation will become increment of A. Let us move to the next operation. So in the next operation, we are having these two values, 1, 1 and C in the value is 0. And at this place, earlier we were giving a value 0, now this value is 1. So if this value is 1, what operation it is going to perform? It will be performing add operation A, because A is there. Then it will perform A plus 1 plus 0. Now there is a difference. Was a small difference in this. Only this is the part where it is different. See, in the increment function, this was the value of A, B value was 0, this was the value of carry, C in. So it was something like this, and we are adding a value 1, that is for carry. So this earlier, this addition was something like this. So 1 plus 1 is 0, carry 1, 1, 0, 0. So this was the resultant. That is why it was increment of A. Now when we talk about this value, it is not same as of this one. In this case, what we are having, the Cn value is all zeros, but the value of B is all ones. So if this was this case which we are showing, which I am using right now at this place, is only for a single bit. If we are having four such values like we were having our table which we did earlier, so if we do it in that way, then we are going to have it for 4 bits. So right now we are discussing about only a single bit value, which is this 110. So in this case which we are having, so what we are doing, C in value is all zeros, but the value of B is now 111. So it is, if you remember, the decrement operation is simply adding a value 1111 from B dash. So A value is there. At this place we are having the value 111. So it is simply a decrement operation. So this will become decrement A. So this is the decrement of A operation, because this is A plus 0 plus 1, in which B value is 0 but C in is 1. Means carry is 1, B value is 0. But in this case, B value is 1, carry is 0. So B value is 1, carry is 0 will make this. This is for this case. And for increment, the values will be something like 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. So there is a difference between this operation and this operation. So this is a decrement of A, this is increment of A, because we are simply adding a value to it. In this case, we are subtracting a value from it. So there is a difference between these two operations. Please make a note of this. And if you are not able to understand, ask it again. What is decrement of A and how it is performed? Now we are having the last operation remaining. So it is 1, 1, 1, and the input will also be 1. So how is it going to perform the task? If all the values are 1, Cin is 1, input is 1, so our value will be A plus, sorry, A minus 1 plus 1. Now why is it like this? Why is it A minus and plus 1? So let us move to this part. If we are performing this task, because this task is going to remain same, 1 1 is there, so 1 1 is here, so everything is going to remain same. Only the difference is that this 0 will now become 1. If this was decrement, so then definitely if we are adding 1 at the end, so decrement, on one side we are having a decrement by 1, at the end we are adding value 1 to it. So if we are decrementing and adding a value 1, what will remain? A. Like if I do it in this way, this is a value 3 here. Now I say you just decrement this value by 1. So you do this. So 1 plus 1 is 0, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 1, carry 1, 1 plus 1 is 0, carry 1, 1 plus 1 is 0, carry 1. So what you are left with is 2. Now I say This was the decrement. Now increase it by 1. So you perform the increment by 1. So 1, 1, 0, 0. So what it is? It is again 3. So a minus 1 plus 1 is again a. So it is simply again a operation of transfer of a. So subtracting 1 and adding 1 to it. So it will keep it as a only. So that is why this operation is transfer of a. Now see, if we change these two inputs, like if I make these two inputs in the opposite way as I tried to do it earlier, so I haven't done it from my side. Why? Because if I do it like that, it will change from your slides whatsoever you have in your slide. But if I give you a question, I can give you a question that you have to replace these values. Like this one should be at this place. So what will happen in that case? Your all the values which you are having as your operations will change. Your operations will change. Your circuit will change. Circuit will get this value 1 here and 0 at this place. So according to that, these two functions will be here, and these two functions of transfer and increment with a will be at this place. So let me just replace if you can. So if we replace these two values, if we do it 1 and if we do it 0. So up to here, everything will remain same up to this part because there is no concern of these two values. But if we change the last two values, so according to that, this circuit will change. So I will be making the second circuit for this one. This is just the just to make you understand how the things will change. So if it is 1 at this place, so what will happen? 1 0 0 0. So 1 0 0 means 1 0 will be selected, means third value will be selected from here. And what is that value? That is 1. So if this value is 1, so this is a plus 1, this is carry. So value of b is becoming 1, which means it is going to perform the function of this a plus 1 plus 0. So it will be simply the process of decrement. Then 1 0 0, sorry, 1 0 1, and this value is 1. So it will perform a minus 1 plus 1. So that will be transfer of it. If it is 1 1 0, so now it is going to perform this function. Again, this will be a value 0. So it is going to perform a function of a, which will be transfer of a 1 1 1, and this value is 0, so it will perform a plus 0 plus 1, that is increment a. So only this part is going to change, the selection lines and all that stuff. Rest functions will just interchange itself. Rest everything is going to remain in the circuit as well. So circuit will be remaining as it is. Now if we change the value of b naught like this, if we connect b bar at this place with 0, so these two operations will be moving forward up and these two operations will move down. So that is how it is going to work. So in one circuit, you can make as many number of changes as you want. So this completes our topic. So you can practice this. If till the time you will not make it with your hand, you will not be able to understand it much. Still, if the problem persists, you can ask your query. Thank you so much for your time.